Even though those are yuccas in the foreground, we're joining Craig Cushman at Thompson Center on a hunt in Kansas. A place where we know there's lots of big deer, we've been told there's lots of big deer, we're seeing lots of big deer, but the bucks are tending to be broken up. They've been doing a lot of fighting in the rut, and there's a lot of tines missing. What do you guys think about that? It's truly a trophy deer, but parts are missing.
If it's a mature buck and he's doing everything I want him to do, and he's not like broken down to nubs, you know, this buck still has his frame and everything. I think he's a worthy trophy. I would probably shoot him.
The one thing is if I'm gonna have a chance to come back and hunt this ranch again next year, I might pass up a buck like that because hoping that next year he will not be quite as broken up as he is. But I mean, broken tines really don't bother me that much at all. I mean, he's obviously a bit good mature deer. He's got long main beams, he's got mass, he's got everything that you're looking for.
If you were to have him mounted, would you leave him the way he is, or would you have the taxidermist put the points back on?
I'll be very frank with you. I've got several mounted heads where if they were broken, that's what they were. I do have two heads that I've had the antlers repaired on, but other than that, I've got a bunch of heads on my wall for whitetail deer and mule deer and everything else that are broomed or broken, and to me, that just adds to the character of that particular individual deer.
Well, the other thing that Craig had seen here is that there was another buck with these deer when they saw him run down into the draw, so he knew it was there. So he was kind of waiting to get a better look at that deer.
Like that one.
Like that one.
That one right there. But it's all down to deciding, now what do I do?
Well, I know what I would be doing right now. I'd be watching these deer run away because I have that other one dead laying on this side of the fence.
And there were so many deer at this place, and this was, you know, 2 days, 3 days into a 5-day hunt. You want to give yourself the opportunity to take the best deer you can, and once you pull the trigger and don't miss,
Boy, just look at the frame difference
over.
there.
When we were at the Eastern Sports Show in Harrisburg doing You Call the Shots live on the porch of the Zook cabin, we had a question about, it gets a little personal.
How often do you miss?
I miss.
I do too. I mean, I made it a point years ago that every time if I did miss, we showed it on the show. And because it does happen, I mean, we try to explain sometimes why it did happen. And sometimes you just flat get excited and you pull the trigger, jerk the trigger. All those things to me are part of hunting.
And we show my misses all the time. I mean, our producers make a point of that.
Absolutely.
You still have to practice. You still got to get out there and get the feel of the trigger, get the feel of the gun. And especially when it comes to bow hunting,
Oh, you got to be shooting
you've got to be shooting all the time.